Zealand.
Man, they have that. So dirty there.
It must be big.
It's a yacht. Yeah.
Because they have what's that?
Oh my goodness! Look at that giant wave.
Is really cooking?
They don't even know what's coming. A giant wave is coming to them, and they're clueless about it.
Yes, look. Yes, look. What's that?
Sit down, A Brown.
Look, it's a mess.
Oh, the chip is flipping over. It's a gigantic wave hitting the ship.
Did you see? Oh, so sweet. So sweet.
So this is based on a true story,
Yes, look.
and the movie is called Abandoned. Yeah, they have accents that sound Australian. Abraham, behave.
Six, seven, eight,
Suni, hello, my friend.
one,
How are you?
two, don't do. Five,
Thank you.
seven,
Make a love shout. We're right here watching the movie Abandoned, based on a true story. It's kind of hard to watch it, of course, with a 5-year-old. We hardly ever get to watch movies. Um, every once in a while we do,
yes.
but you know, of course, when you have a kid, it's even that much harder. Thank you guys. So we like watching movies that are based on true stories. So that's what we're watching right now. This movie's, like I said, it's called Abandoned, and it's a 2022 movie. Abandoned 2022. And these guys have accents. Sounds like if they're Australian.
It's a New Zealand production.
All New Zealand production.
Probably New Zealand. Australian. Day 4.
Sounds
So
like
they've been in there.
they've been in the for 4. Yeah, so 4 days they've been stranded. Abraham, behave.
I missed my scheduled departure date. My original crew dropped out at the last minute and I needed to find replacements at short notice. I wanted to sail before the weather changed. Oh, the tropics, mate. Sun, warm beaches, beautiful women you can shake a stick at.
Is it in Melbourne?
Friendly hours. Do a cook, any savings, mate? Absolutely none. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. I just need extra bodies to get watching. How long would it take? 2 weeks tops. Trade winds are pretty strong this time of year. You guys should come on down. Check it out. Sure. Just what you need, mate. You wait for the time still. Clean.
So now they're showing
What about you? Maybe. Seriously?
when they were on land before they sailed. But now it's like day 4
See you tomorrow.
of them being stranded.
Looks like I'm in the clear. I just can't see it's retreating. Fantastic. Right, and well, leaving 2 days' time. What do you reckon?
Go on, write them down.
Come on, Mark, we better do this.
I mean it. Write them down.
What?
The people on
Man,
the
he's getting his back
ground.
scratched. How spoiled he is.
You've never been to sea in your whole
He's a
life
mama's
since
boy.
the landlocked life. You can barely swim.
I know. Sunin.
Not that kind of break. That guy's gonna have you cooking from dawn till dusk. That is when you're not feeling
KJ,
well.
thank you for adding
Sorry I can't be on call for you.
some time, some watch time here.
Not your best one, Tessa.
Don't forget
Stay in the
to
United States.
watch and subscribe. Thank you, KJ. Continue staying here, please.
I'll get the car.
Rinky. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, KJ. Stay here. Thank you for adding some time here, my friend. Don't forget to watch, subscribe, hit the thumbs up.
Oh, you know Martha. She's got
Thank
this
you.
voice. Neither of us particularly keen on this idea. But it's good you're going. It's important. No regrets all that. Oh, we'll say it right here.
So these guys are supposed to make their way to Tonga. They're supposed to sail to Tonga. And remember, this is based on a true story, guys. So it's called Abandoned, and the movie is in 2022. So if you guys want to watch,
Be careful. Don't fall over.
See you in a couple of weeks.
So they're supposed to be gone for 2 weeks.
Oh, hey, don't be like that. Us girls, we'll look after each other. Who's your mate?
Thank you, KJ. Please stay here and add to my watch time. I need as many participants as possible.
Come on, cheer up.
Thank
That's
you.
fine. Just think
I
about
retired
it.
from doing push-ups since I
It's not.
either ripped the muscle on my shoulder or did something to my rotator cuff, so I could no longer do push-ups. Thank you, KJ. Don't forget to
I've waited a long time.
watch and subscribe.
Unfortunately,
Appreciate
I wasn't
it.
sharing the first leg of the voyage with the men I wanted, but at least I had a crew.
Thank you, Sunil.
Tom, I'll replace them.
We had some cold coffee here, guys.
This voyage was going to take me back to my old cruising haunts of the South Pacific. New beginnings, a fresh start, love and adventure. I've invested everything I had in Rose Noel. She was my pride and joy, my home, my haven. What do you reckon, Jim? Too much of a green around the girl. Is all yours, mate?
He drank all of your coffee, honey.
I'll finish my coffee.
This was music to my ears. There'd be no beating into the wind. We'd sail on the broad reach all the way to time, and make fast the time without out.
Rain would have to be close. Within 100 nautical miles.
Well, John, honestly, how long before they find us?
What you gotta remember of me?
John,
So they're like 100 miles into
5 days won't be out of here.
the ocean.
According to the Oracle.
I estimated our position to be about 140 miles off the east coast. The EPIRB signal was well outside the reach of domestic aircraft. We'd need to pin our hopes on an international flight.
Oh my goodness.
I can't breathe. Tom, you took a turn.
Is there water in the boat now?
Yeah. Some
Can't be much longer now, surely. Somebody's gonna hear that signal.
They will. You're pretty lucky up.
But they had to make a hole on the upper side so there could at least be some air come in.
Oh, that's why
Not
you
there, but they make it.
But they also made it to be able to shine light out of it
Because you're ready to put it out.
in case they come looking for it.
What's that supposed to mean? You knew the storm was coming. You put us out and you risked our lives.
Leaving on a journey and arriving at a destination is the best part of cruising. To be honest, I dislike blue-water sailing. It bores me to tears. The excitement of bad weather and long night watches soon wears off. For me, it was all about seeing the world and taking my home with me.
There's a man who knows all he's doing.
Okay, fly along, mate. It's got a great turn of speed.
Oh, yeah. He's fast. It's all right for one.
Who have you left behind? Get someone in Australia?
You're sleepy?
There's a storm coming. We're gonna catch it.
Go lay down, sweetie,
It'll be on us pretty soon.
if you're tired, honey. Or maybe you need hot coffee. So they see a storm brewing from a distance.
I don't like this. I really don't like this.
Phil had limited coastal sailing experience.
So they keep going back and showing how things occurred before the accident.
You guys read the rain forecast, you would have known about this. This one of some of the tolerant daytime. You said a central storm on Christmas.
Get on the radio, man. Fuck it. Let's go. Hey, help me come and get us off. All right.
That radio is short, right? There's no one out here to hear you.
What?
What?
Why is it short range?
Because I don't have a license.
Why not?
Because I don't believe them, I don't want to waste the money. When you're out here, you're out here. That's security you're on.
Fuck you. We got a flip.
We're not going to flip. This yacht can't flip. I've done 40,000 miles on one of these. This is just another flow. Think we were there 20 years ago? Those baby flying hands. We're already passed the test them together. You're safe. Relax.
Some people, that's the thing when people sell, there's always one person in the group that starts throwing up. They get seasickness. I should have checked the PG thingy. Thank you, Sunil. Thank you, KJ. Thank you, lovely Anu. Thank you. Thank you. Rinky Lifestyle. Thank you so much. Thank you, KJ. Stay here, my friend. Give me some watch time, KJ. I think KJ stands for kindness, Jason. Thank you, Jason. Kindness, Jason. Thank you, kindness, Jason. You're so cool. Yes, my love. Go ahead. Thank you so much.
What the hell was that?
Shoot must have failed. So we got to free him. Today. Just pulling his son on. Don't make a mistake pulling in. You lose a finger or a hand.
Ugh.
So does that.
I like that name, kindness, Jason.
Why are you there? We can't leave the shoot like that. I'm a skipper. Remember? Get some sleep. Sort in the morning when conditions improve.
Can you imagine being stranded in the ocean in a storm, and then your boat capsizes and you're upside down? Okay, well this one I'm gonna have to mute it because one of the guys in the movie started playing music, so the nerves of the guys that are in the storm could ease down. So one of them used a strategy, and he decided to put. He saw some of his um, partners that were on the boat very stressed and nerved. Yes, Papa. And so what they ended up doing is one of them ended up putting music to try to relax their nerves because they were scared, which I could see the strategy on that, you know. But these guys are very scared for their lives.
You are not.
Okay, so they turned off the music.
Now you have some respect for her, for me, for everything I put into it.
No bloody way. That's our lives we're talking about. If you won't do it, I will. It was painful to watch, like the violation of a loved one. But Rick was not a man to argue with. Once he made his mind up, that was it.
So they made a, one of them is day 8. One of them made a hole close to the upper side of the capsized sailboat, and so now he got out so he could feel the sun because it's kind of dark. We're inside the boat, and so now they're out of the boat. All of them are out of the boat, catching fresh air and getting a little bit of sun. It looks like one of those speed boats, like that you used to sail with, or that they used for racing. I don't know the correct name for these particular sailboats. So now it's nighttime, and what they're doing is they have a red light that blinks red. It's more like for SOS. Thank you guys.
Wait, I'll come back home. That's it. Once the U-boot battery died, we were on our own. Outside standard flight paths and shipping lanes. When Current and the gods were taking us for a ride, the only control we had was over ourselves.
You just hand outside.
We needed to put differences behind us and work as a team.
There's one of them that is or they're working as a team. They're cutting different areas like rope, a pole, stuff from the outer structure of the yacht, or I mean of the sailboat. They're cutting outer structure that they don't need and using it for other stuff. So that's what they're doing right now. So the guy's going down underwater on the capsized sailboat, and he's recovering like apples, um,
Bloody hand, would you?
You're busy.
crackers, soda, and stuff like that.
Make ourselves more visible to passing ships. Planes, whatever, that's why.
Oh, he's able to get some canned foods. He's able to recover 3 canned foods. I'm sure that eventually, while the days go by, they're gonna become more and more hungry, and so
Get over it.
they're gonna end up fighting for those 3 cans of food or for whatever food is left. So you imagine if there's, I have to count how many guys there is.
We don't know how long we're going to be out here.
So even if it's like, imagine if there's like about 5, 8 guys,
I've told you.
and they're on a capsized sailboat, and they're on the top
I vote for that.
and partially on the bottom,
We stick to the rules.
and only so much food could go around, only so much food you could share. What are you gonna do once the food runs out? I mean, people are gonna fight for the leftover food. So right now they have a guy splitting the food. So he's cutting the apple or the orange, whatever there is, and then, I mean, you have to pass it around in pieces. They have lettuce, they have lemon, and canned food. So I have to mute it because they're starting. These guys that are stranded are now starting to sing. And of course, I don't want to copyright. I never heard this song, but these sailors are now singing, trying to get a better energy and stuff about the day or what's occurred with them. And I could tell now without listening to it, now they're singing really loud.
Meanwhile, back home, Jim's girlfriend Martha was becoming.
So it's day 20
By now, he should have been
while these people are stranded.
After 3 weeks adrift, no one had begun searching for us.
And remember, they were on their way to Tonga.
Not gonna be able to get through anyway.
Sit down. What did you say?
You're not gonna be able to get through. Gordon will radio for you. You're going to tell me John.
What do you mean?
Gordon's supposed to call him and get his position. But John's not gonna
The thing about people being stranded, they say the bigger people, like the chubbier people, they could survive longer, even though they might get more hungrier because they're bigger, they have a bigger stomach. If you have more fat on you, you're able to survive during these tragic times. It's the people that are very thin
Come aboard!
that will end up dying, that could end up dying faster because they shrivel inside their intestines, their stomach, their skin, so that they shrink more, and then that's when organs start failing, they start having complications, and then they wither away. So the more solid person will be able to withstand more than others.
Was that 28 degrees south?
Now, when if it becomes like if you're not in the water and if it becomes out in land, then the guy that's average might have the advantage over the guy that's bigger or the person that is very skinny. The guy that is average built. Well, um, because he has meat on him and he's on land, he has some kind of strength. So it also depends the situation at where you're stranded or where this tragedy occurs. And I'm sure that, you have also these people, I'm sure that
It wasn't right. Can't fill the tanks to capacity with fresh water before we leave. We had a goal.
this
For the
guy's
first
just,
time I had doubts about our
and
survival.
eventually some people are gonna hide food, guys. And situations like that. Oh, I've been fine. Suni, thank you. I come and I visit some of you and stuff like that at night or in the daytime. Um, I haven't done an LS until today. I haven't done an LS in a long time. In a couple of weeks. I think it's been what, like a month or a little over a month since I done an LS.
What do you mean empty? There's no water?
Hang on. So, all the water.
Look at the water. They're about to start fighting because there's no water. Look.
It's all gone.
What happened to it? Where's all the water gone?
It must have drained out when we capsized.
How come?
There are air vents in the tanks.
Why didn't you bloody well tell us? Well?
We need to stay calm.
Shit!
You guys got to face the facts. Well, we're gonna die. And there's no point about your stupid mask or your stupid rationing. We're all hurt. Fuck the lot of you.
Oh, what's that? Jesus! Oh, God! Get the knife back! Backwards! You drop it, you get it back! Hey, shut it! I brought a present for you! Piss on it! Piss off! Hey, the rope fuck, why don't you swim for it?
They're fighting now. Two of them are fighting.
My fault there's no bloody water.
Stop it! Come on! I'm gonna shoot you! Break it! Ow! Hey, shoot! Stop it! Break it, him alive! Okay, I'll go down and look for the sails now. I'll do it now, alright? Is that good enough for you? It will. You suddenly change your tune. Because you're a dangerous man, right? Things go wrong because I'm going your way. You throw a war me. You don't trust. I'll get a sail. No! I'll do it. You? Yeah, sure. Bad idea, Phil. I should do it. I know where they are.
So do I. Fuck the lot of you.
So now they were in dispute. They were fighting because the water ran out.
You're in line, Rick.
So now they're worried that they're going to die of thirst. They got food, but they don't have no they have no water. Thank you, gardening and cooking. Thank you so much.
I hated to lose control. And this setback had sent him into a rage. He always needed someone to blame for his predicament. Usually it was me, but it could be anyone. It was only later I understood what was really driving him. He felt he was running out of time.
now they're showing the family back home, day 30, being worried and finding out why haven't they gotten to their destination. And now they're calling a group meeting or family meeting to try to search, I guess, for their loved ones. So they send an airplane now on to the ocean to search for them.
Come in, you can read. Hello? Where's Noel?
So it's Saturday over here. Let's see what time it is. And it's 6:18 p.m. over here, guys. 6:18.
It was a sign.
So I have these two couches next to each other. I got the long couch right here, and then I got the long couch, and this is the love seat right here, where it fits two people. Then I have this real comfy pillow.
I have told you,
See,
man.
the nice comfy pillow. Mrs. Korekek bought me this.
It's on the sun rain.
Hey guys,
Check this out. What do you think?
capsize. We would have been about here. Prevailing current. It's going that way.
Take us maybe 10, 20 miles a day. So, after 34 days drifting, that would put us off the map.
But there's nothing there. Nothing until South America. That's gonna take us.
At least 8 months.
Possibly. Or the current could take us north along the line of the continent, but where the side of land. And that would add another 1,000 miles.
So they're looking at a map right now, and they actually don't know where they're drifting.
The boats are going to be famous.
So they're trying to predict, okay, we're drifting here on this side. This is how long it'll take us to get to land. If we drift on that side, this is how long it's gonna take us to drift. So they drift towards the side that they don't want to drift because it could take them up to 8 months. Imagine, they'll all die. They're all gonna be dead if it takes 8 months. If the sail is drifting the wrong way, they all will die because it will take 8 months to drift to land. If they drift the different way, the way that they want to, then it'll be like 1,000 miles or so, like that.
Sure, I mean, you're a real catch. Same.
And there's a chance where you could hope it rains because you could use something to collect the water from the rain and drink it. So there's a good thing and a bad thing about it if it rains. The good thing is that you could collect water. The bad thing, the storm might be too strong and the waves might be enormous and everybody falls into the sea and drowns. So it's a good thing and a bad thing if the rain comes. Oh no, he lost the fishing pole. One of them was trying to fish off the boat. He slipped, dropped the fishing pole, and the fishing pole fell into the water. They could have had some fish. And the guy fell down, slipped, and he dropped the fishing pole.
Phil, are you gonna tell him or shall I?
What?
Should do that outside.
It's too windy.
Phil lost the rod.
It was the only rig we had.
First only decent bloody knife and now the rod. How bloody thick are you?
I'm sorry. Okay. No, it's not okay.
So now they're mad at the guy, at the same individual, because he lost a knife,
Look at your head, mate.
and now he lost the fishing pole.
When are you gonna let it alone the fucking roofers?
And one of them is so upset because the same guy keeps on making a mistake. So he lost a very good knife to cut things, and now he lost the fishing pole. And they were really relying and hoping that fishing pole would bring them fish. They could catch fish, but now they lost the fishing pole.
Your movie continues uninterrupted.
Okay, guys, so now it went to ads. So I get to mute it because I don't want there to be any music and copyright. So I muted it right now. We'll see how many ads we get. So I'm watching this through Prime, guys. Okay, the movie's back. Now it's day 36. So I'm watching this through Amazon on Prime. Okay, now they're sharing water, guys. It's a little tube like this, and there's a line marked, and nobody could drink past that line because everybody needs to share an amount of water. And the amount of water you drink is this much. So everybody has to go around with the water that's available, and you can only drink this much. Imagine how hard that is.
It's a collection of
How
water.
how much you have to contain yourself from saying, no, I want more water, and you put more water and drink. Imagine that. You have to be able to withstand.
How are you gonna cut the pipes?
My goodness. Imagine the look at how we take things for granted. Little things like this. We overlook little things like this. This is very, very precious. And we don't realize it. A lot of us don't realize it, but water is life. It's very precious. You could go with water, you could survive days and days and days without eating. You could go even weeks without eating and having just water, drinking water. Water will sustain you until food eventually comes. So, water is life.
You can survive a long time without food, but not without water. Over the weeks,
Thank you,
we
guys.
reduced our rations to little more than 2 ounces of liquid each per day.
It's been a bloody work.
So, they share a few ounces of water
We were beyond thirst,
per day, all of them.
suffering the onset of dehydration.
Yeah, the dangers of dehydration, guys.
What's that?
They think they see something from a distance. They see something from a distance, and they're getting.
It's a yacht. It's the beaker. Quick, get the beaker.
Come on.
This is their only hope. One of their hopes.
Guys, it's too far out. I'll never see it. I'll never see it.
And one of them is saying, you guys don't. They're gonna try to burn like pieces of wood and some paper. And they're telling them, one of them is saying, guys, you're wasting your time. They're not gonna be able to see that smoke. It's too far away. They can't see that.
called that storm to appear, eh? You fucking wanker!
So one of them has faith. One of them has faith that they're gonna be saved. The other one has losing hope. He's cussing and he's irate because he keeps mentioning God and that they're going to be safe. So the person that doesn't believe in God is the one that's very angry and wants to be violent. So one of the other guys is saying, just calm down and go relax. Don't fall down, Abraham. Be careful.
By the middle of the month. It is now 6 weeks overdue.
Following an unsuccessful search by RSNA and Orion, pressure is now mounting for a second search, despite the already considerable expenditure of public money.
Abraham, you have to clean up your toys soon. Alright guys, came back. Went to go get my water bottle. The other water bottle that you see how I took it off? I took off. This is one of the ideas I could give you guys, what you do. When a family member is like sick, you don't want to get sick by drinking out of their water bottle. It's raining now, guys. So they went out to go collect water. They're going so fast to go collect water. It's raining hard. And they're happy and they're collecting water now. It's at night. And they're giving God thanks that it's raining and now they're collecting water. Remember guys, this is based on a true story. You could hear them, they're celebrating. And now everybody's drinking a lot of water. Everybody's drinking a lot of water. Everybody can fill containers and now drinking a lot of water. So like I was telling you guys, when a family member is sick, coughing, or flu, don't drink out of their water bottle. Sometimes you could get mistaken and you drink out of it and eventually you get sick. So what you do is you take this off right here, the plastic, you take it off. The one that is off, it means it belongs to the sick person. The one that's on, it's yours. So this one, since Abraham was coughing, lately has been coughing and sneezing, we give him this. We know that this belongs to him. And the one that has the wrapper is the one that belongs to us. So that's how you get yourself from drinking out of somebody's water bottle that they're sick from. Okay, so you know how the boat is capsized? Fish. They saw a nice sized fish go into the boat. So now they want to catch it. They want to try to catch it. So one of them has a net and he's going to try to scare the fish to go into the net. We'll see if it works, guys.
Yeah, we're good, that's all we need.
For those of you that don't know, I'm watching a based on a true story. It's day 50 that they've been stranded. The movie is called Abandoned, and it's from 2022. So that's the movie that I'm watching right now. So the night before, it rained a lot. And so now everybody got to drink plenty of water. So they're gonna try to catch, Abraham, be careful. They're gonna try to catch this good sized fish that's inside the boat. But remember, the boat is upside down and the fish is inside the boat. Abraham, sit down. He got it. He caught the fish. The fish is like this big. They're so happy, guys. Wow. The fish is like from here. He's holding it. It's like from here to here, and he's holding the fish. Okay, guys, they already cut up the fish, and they're cooking it. And now they're eating, and they're so happy to be having protein.
And I just hope that you have lots of mates just like
Fish in the sea, eh, John? I will be now. I'll be coming for the bar.
So that now they're all eating and they're happy.
When are you gonna check that?
Imagine how happy they are.
There's no telling how far
The night before they got plenty of water from the rain, and now they're eating a good sized fish.
we don't do things enough. Thank you, God, for sending us here.
And please help John find his inward Hercules so that we can use the bloody gas tanks. Amen.
Oh, man.
Harry's friends had begun to...
Day 74, stranded in the ocean.
Once at sea, the world had become a floating reef. Our menu was expanding.
Now they caught another fish, a big fish.
Plenty of kingfish.
That's that fry.
Wow, that's amazing. They run into us like, when there's always one fish, there's more because they come in schools. So these size fish that could be about this big, they come in schools. And sometimes they come a little bit too high. So you could see them with the naked eye. All you need is a net and you could scoop them up. And that's what they're doing. So they've been eating, they've been having the protein. Yes, Papa.
Okay, Joe, turn it on.
No, that's your water over there. Here. See, he almost grabbed my water.
Should you be on your knees, John? Right?
Okay, guys. Now they're cooking the other fish that they caught.
Yeah, he's gonna get the big one.
They're all roughly the same size.
Good job. It's right there in my road, Rick.
So there's 4 of them. And one of them is complaining. They said, wait a minute, everybody got a piece. But his piece of fish is a little bit bigger. And so they're complaining about that the other guy had a bigger slice of fish. So say that it's 4 people. It's 4 people, and say that From the two, one whispers to the other one, "Hey, that person had a bigger piece." So they're already like talking among themselves that one particular one's piece is a little bigger. When you do things like that already, it's causing division. It's gonna cause division. It's gonna cause a grudge against that person later on. And the sad thing, that's what happens. Now there's two of them fighting. Now they fell into the water, into the ocean.
Despite our improving situation, Rick's moods were becoming darker, more erratic. Not even Jim was safe from his fits of temper.
So now they brought both of them up aboard. They were fighting and they fell into the water. And they say, "Hey guys, come on, just calm down." There's always going to be tensions among people when it's for survival. Thank you, lovely Anu. Thank you. Thank you so much. They just saw a seagull. If you see a seagull, that means you're near land. They're gonna try to get the seagull for lunch. So they're gonna get a net and try to catch a seagull. Man, this seagull is big. They got it, guys. They got a fat seagull. You know, you see seagulls out in the beach? They're like about this big. The bird is about big, a lot, plenty of meat. Now they cut up the bird and they're cooking it. So now these four guys are happy. Not only did they eat fish, now they're eating bird. Now they're eating the seagull. Now they're happy, they're satisfied, they're full. Now they're laughing and talking, getting along. Hey, Brian. I bet you anything. I bet you anything, guys, that Abraham, stop. Whomever survived from this group doesn't take water for granted anymore. Doesn't take small portions of food or whatever food it is, they don't take it for granted. They're so thankful for it. Whomever these four guys survived. I don't know, this is the first time watching this movie. But you could imagine the gratefulness that they have for surviving. Depending on who survived.
Now another search would be fruitless. So it may be that we have to find the money ourselves. Some $15,000 per hour of flying time. Does anybody recall anything that he might have said about the route?
Yeah, can you tell us if you definitely heard John's voice when you took the position?
The speaker never identified himself.
But you clearly heard Rose Noel.
I think so.
You're full of shit. Martha, please. It's only because of your lies that they searched the Kermidets.
Alright guys, I'll be right back. So I'm going to pause it and I'll be right back, okay? Thank you so much for those of you that are sticking around. Let me see how much longer this movie is.
So much interference. We could hardly
Okay.
You know nothing, that's the bloody truth.
There's 25 minutes more of the movie. So 25 more minutes and this movie is done. And so those of you that stuck with me since the beginning watching this movie, I want to thank you guys. So I'm going to pause it right now. I'll be right back. So remember, before I leave, but I'll be right back, okay? They were so worried they had no water. Very, very little bit of water. These four guys were sharing just a few ounces of water per day. All four. Imagine 4 big grown men sharing this amount of water per day and not getting the temptation to pour more, being able to contain yourself not to pour more. Then they were so hungry, and then a good sized fish happened to swim inside the capsized boat, and they were able to catch the fish, cook it, and eat it. And then in the upcoming days, they caught another fish, a good sized fish, and they were able to eat that. And then the upcoming, not shortly after, they didn't have to wait. A big, fat seagull landed near their wrecked boat, and they used the net that they caught the fish to get the bird, and now they ate the bird, and so they're happy. So they're eating. They're being able to survive. And then, not to mention, when it rained hard that one night, and they were able to collect waters of jugs, and they all drank as much as they could. They were satisfied with thirst of drinking the rainwater. Now we'll see what happens. So we have 25 minutes left. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Now, let's watch the rest of the movie. At least I'll watch the rest of the movie. So now they sent out another another plane. And they're looking for these 4 men out at sea. And the families think that they're possibly already dead. So Some of the families go by the shore and throw flowers on the sea.
Nearly 3 months, but finally,
115 days stranded in the ocean.
each of us had a role.
115 days.
Water. We could have gone on forever.
They've caught more fish now. So now what they're doing is hanging the fish outside in the hot weather in the ocean. So they could have it dried up like beef jerky. So they got plenty of food, guys. Wow, they got plenty of food. So they got a rope and they're hanging the fleshes of fish. Oops. I gotta, because they were singing. I don't want YT to get me for copyright because these guys sing. Let's see if they're singing. Okay, they're not singing no more.
There was no point in telling the others. The ship was too fast to see us. It was better to spare them the disappointment.
Day 118. 118 days out at sea.
Rick! Rick! Get out here!
One of them sees something.
Tell me.
What is it? What do they see?
Christ, you bastards. It's land. That's land.
They see land from a distance, guys.
Fix your eyes down, you son of a bitch!
The four men see land from a distance. So they're so happy. But it's far, far. But they could see it with a naked eye that there's land.
Don? You okay?
Now,
Sure.
how to sail over there.
I had the trail, mate.
They're so excited.
I couldn't find Bruce.
And one of them is even crying because they see land from a distance.
Disappointment. I just knew it was coming to an end.
Rika, hello Rika. Make a love shout.
What I was afraid of. I didn't know. The others were looking forward to lives they could return to. But my life was here, with what was left of my ruined personal wealth. I had nowhere else to go.
So one of them has a camera, and he's actually taking pictures of his friends.
119 days, and then 19 back.
So I'm sure at the end of the movie, they're gonna show the actual pictures of these guys that were stranded. The real people that were stranded. I'm sure they're gonna end up showing the pictures of that. When they do show the pictures of the real individuals that survived this, I'll take a picture of it when I end the LS and I'll put it on the community so you guys could see the real people that went through this.
All mountains are pretty much the same for distance. I worked it out. It must be an island off South America. You reckon down hot? So I reckon that's it. Well, how could that be possible? We've drifted thousands of miles in the other direction.
You might be wrong.
They're getting a little closer to the land, guys.
The ocean striking a landmass can produce a short, confused seaway.
See, but there's sharp rocks. There's sharp rocks, so they're taking the life jackets that you put over you that help you float. They're getting the life jackets, but now they see that it's very dangerous. There's sharp rocks. There's big waves. How will they be able to get to the land without getting killed with the sharp rocks?
Must be the mast. Hit the seabed.
If the mast were driven out through the hull,
So
closed well could
the boat now is scraping against the sharp rocks underneath. And they're from a distance of the actual land. So I don't know how they're going to survive and get to the land. One of them just fell in the water. Oh no! The water's infested with sharks. They threw a rope to one of the guys to try to help him, to rescue him. The sharks are coming for him. Oh no! Oh, they saved him just in time before the sharks bit his legs.
by the hit and twisted knee. I was okay.
That was so
In
close.
the end, after months of constant danger, during storm and tempest, we just drifted gently to shore. The Rose no rock could take us no further. We slipped into the water and waded to dry land.
Wow, guys, they made it. All four of them made it to the land. All four of them are in land now. And one of them is just laying down with his face on the ground. And now he's smiling.
You blokes didn't have to worry. We're always going to make it. We should get thanks.
And now they're happy and they're smiling, guys. Let me see, I've been on LS for an hour and 14 minutes. Let's see how much more time we have left. 16 minutes and 50 seconds.
Never any danger. Not much. Thanks to you.
You've got sail back. You must see it.
None of them have shoes. They're all barefoot.
John. Tell me that's not a bird carpentry. Toy toy. Definitely New Zealand.
So now they're walking through this thick forest with a lot of green lush.
Trick.
And it's hard for them to walk because, like I said, they have no shoes. They got nothing. And now they're inland.
My God.
They see something. They see a house or a building. And now they're going there, guys. They're walking there. Now they're knocking.
What do we do? Break a window?
They found a key under a rock. That's what some people do. They put a key under the rock and they get into the cabin. Now they're in this building with a sofa, with a table, with lights. One of them ran to the kitchen. One of them ran to the kitchen to go get food.
I must have been in shock inside a real house after so long.
And they can't believe it. They're inside a real house, now eating food.
I've got a chocolate party, feeding friends in.
One of them is just standing there watching them and disbelief.
I wanted to return to her, but I didn't have the strength.
In disbelief that they're in a house eating.
How about they, mate?
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Chat, everybody. Sharp scissors. Hey. I'm good.
So now they're making themselves at home. The owner of the house is not there, guys. The owner of the house is not there. And they're in this island helping themselves to food, candlelight, to wine.
Yes, we are.
Pinky's Green Garden. Make a love shout.
Tomorrow with any luck, we find a phone.
Let me make you blue, my friend. Thank you so much.
Four of us will ever be alone again. Well, not like this. John, I want to thank you for getting us through this. Because of you, the Rose Noel was a bountiful moment to us all. Well, John,
I don't know why you were so certain that we were going to be saved. Now, please spare us any more of your crackpot theories, but it's hard to admit. I guess you're right. In the end.
So remember, guys, that earlier I was explaining that one of them was very angry. One of them believed in God. The other one didn't. And the one that had faith in God, that they're going to be saved. And the other one that said, no. And he was so angry. Well, now he admits that the guy was right. He was right and that he was wrong. So at least he's admitting. So now they're all toasting and having a drink,
I love you guys. And I
having a
hope,
drink of wine, red wine.
I hope that after all we've been through, we can remain friends.
So you hear what he said? Hopefully everything that we've been through, hopefully we could continue being friends after all this. So they all toast and take a drink of the wine, and now they're eating dinner. And think about it, now they're sleeping on beds in this house. But the owner is not there of this house, and all these people, these four guys, are sleeping in this person's house. This house, what I'm thinking, is probably a vacation house, and that's why the owner's not there. I don't know if they're gonna stay there all the way until the owner comes or until someone comes, and then they'll say that they've been missing for several months. Okay, it looks like the owner's coming. Somebody's coming. Somebody's getting out of their truck and now walking to the house. Oh, somebody's knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Jim's house. Where are we? What do you mean? Great Barrier Island? What's going on here? Who are you?
So this is what happened. Somebody knocked on the door and didn't recognize them and says, "Who are you guys? What are you doing here? Who are you?" And these people and the 4 guys that survived being out at sea for several months said, "Where are we? What's this place?" They don't know what country they're in. They don't know where they're at. So the guy that's asking them who they are, and when they reply back, "Where are we? What is this place?" The guy looks at them like, "What? How can you not know?" He looks very confused. Christian creation. Make a love shout.
Hey, Charmer ain't the one missing. That's right. Nah. You guys are supposed to be dead.
Really good to see you.
Now the police is coming to this, is taking them to the police station. And the guy that said, "Hey, I know about you guys. I heard about you guys on TV that you guys died. So everybody thinks that they're dead, but they're alive." So now they all went to the police station to report that they're alive. Now the families are getting calls.
Hello? Speaking. Rick?
Yeah,
Rick?
it's me. So I loved and recognized you.
The wife is crying.
Oh, God, sorry. Yes. I don't know. It's really good.
Yeah, it's me. Look, we're on Great Barrier Island. First what you can, are you and Maddie?
Yes, I will. Oh, darling, I'm going to be like that. Maddie, it's Kitty. Oh, darling.
See you soon, okay?
The wife is crying, hearing her husband that he's alive.
Dave's bar capsized.
Now the other person is calling a loved one. Watch, listen.
Hello?
Are you there?
Yes, of course I am.
Flying is the lock one. Please get on the plane and meet me there. Please, Martha.
Okay.
First, okay, you mentioned sightings of a friend.
The guy's wife is screaming and crying
It's never been.
that her husband's alive.
Yeah, well, you just get a plane. You get a plane to Auckland as soon as you can. Yeah.
John, that's him.
So they all took a helicopter, all 4 of the survivors. So all of them survived, guys. And now they're being surrounded by the media. All the survivors. And the families are waiting from a distance.
Mr. Glennie, I presume? Ross Lang, Ring Transport Division, Captain McKinley. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Did you keep a logbook, Mr. Glennie?
Yeah.
Any idea where it is now?
This was so unexpected.
Are you serious? Christ, can't this wait? If you want us to believe your story, Mr. Glennie, you better cooperate.
After all we've been through,
What did you do for food and water all the time you were supposedly adrift?
Now the family members are coming.
I struggled to comprehend how we could have survived so much and yet be treated with such suspicion.
I don't know what these men have been doing for 119 days, but they haven't been drifting on the ocean.
And it was only the beginning. We had no inkling of what we were about to walk into. No one would believe us.
Wow, 190 days? That's a long time.
Many people are wondering what power and spirit they had. These four men who spent July, August, and September adrift.
Transport officials are to retrace the 119-day voyage of the Rose Noel.
Oh, 119-day voyage. So now they're hearing a lot of criticism from people that don't believe that they probably were just lying about them being gone and being out lost at sea. So they're getting, some people are not believing that they were truly missing. So they're questioning their story about being missing. So there's a group of people, of course, that believe them, and then there's those those that are suspecting that maybe they're lying. And so they're in shock. They can't believe that after everything that they've been through, all the ordeal to survive, people are speculating that maybe they're lying. Can you believe that?
For the rest of my life, I'll be grateful to Bill and Rick and Jim. And the circumstances that were the best men I could have hoped. If you're watching this, guys, I thank you.
We needed a miracle and we got one. Singer John Glennie claims his yacht was capsized by a huge wave 3 days into their voyage. But now, after surviving 119 days drifting at sea, the Rose Noel broke up in a storm yesterday.
Mr. Glennie returned to the wreck by helicopter, accompanied by Marine Division investigators who were trying to piece together the final voyage of the Rose Noel. It's perhaps New Zealand's most miraculous survival story ever.
So
How four men ended up to a boat
some of the suspects went that suspected that they might be lying went by the wreckage area and saw the boat that it was wrecked and their belongings, and so now they're saying, well, maybe we were wrong. These guys are saying the truth.
Scientific evidence supporting it has demonstrated.
And that there shows scientific evidence that these guys are really saying the truth, and that they did survive out at sea for 119 days.
Glennie says it answers the doubts some people had.
Sadly, 8 months after our return, Rick died of a brain tumor. Jim helped take care of him and then trained him.
Oh no. So one of the four guys, after 8 months later of once they got rescued, 8 months later, one of them died of a brain tumor. So one of them ended up dying after 8 months later.
Phil went back to sea. He even made several voyages across.
Wow, so that's the end of the movie. That was a good movie, guys. I want to thank you guys for being here with me for an hour and a half watching this movie. Thank you so much. So much, guys. This was something else. So they end up showing their picture the real people that survived this ordeal, I would put it in my community so you could see the actual survivors of the pictures that they have. Thank you so much, guys, and please take care, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll go ahead and do the same thing on a different movie. Okay, I'll try to get based on true stories, while they got inspired to make a movie of true events, just like this one. Thank you guys. Please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.